Welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. I'm Dan, and this is a series on M15 that I'm doing because I'm getting very interested in the format. It's gonna be an article series on MTGO library. It will go on for quite some time. But this is the first video. We are gonna talk about the green commons, and here I'm gonna list the green commons in the order that I would draft them. If you disagree, please comment in the comments below and tell me why you think I'm wrong, and give me your list for the commons of M15 in green. So I think Netcaster Spider is the best of the green commons. It is a very useful creature. 3-drops are very important in this format. It stops Shadowborn vampires, and it just does a lot of things. It puts blue decks really in a large spot. And yeah, I like him a lot. 2/3s are very useful, and he has a lot of upside compared to Witch's Familiar. The second best common in green, I think, is Siegeworm. You can cast him often on turn 5, and he will be even cheaper later. And a 5/5 for trample can never be ignored. I think Elvish Mystic is suffering a bit in this set. There are Forge Devils, there are Festeglooms. Just one toughness creatures have a very tough time in M15. And every other creature can tap for mana when you cast a Convoke spell, so then this guy is nothing special. But you can still get the Elvish Mystic opening hand, and that is very good. In M14 this guy was close to worthless, but that's no longer the case because this set is more aggressive. Charging Rhino is a 4/4 for 5 and has a special ability. It can only be blocked by one creature. Just really good. That's what you want. You can only play a limited number of 5-drops, but this is one you should not be ashamed of. Of course, it gets better if you can power him out with an Elvish Mystic. I like Living Totem a lot. I had a lot of good experiences with it. It's putting the extra point of power on an invasive creature, or putting it anywhere actually, often allows you to attack early. And you can even cast him very cheap later in the game. Also a great bounce target for invasive species and Roaring Primadox. Invasive species is not a Centaur Courser. I wish he were. Centaur Courser was great. But this guy, his ability is often a drawback. When you cast him on turn 3 and have to return land, it's really miserable. So you might fall behind. This is more of a value card. But he is a mini Roaring Primadox, and that's the way I think he's best used. Hunter Week is so expensive. 4 mana and then a lot of combat tricks stop it. But still, it's what you get when you're green. I rate it over Shaman of Spring actually. I think I feel so good when I cast Shaman of Spring. But I don't think he is very good. It's still a 2/2 for 4 mana. I will always play him, but I'm looking for reasons to play him then as the Primadox deck, for example. Or if you have a very expensive deck. Or 3-color deck, it's easier to find more, find your last few lands, etc. But yeah, it just feels good to cast him. I'm not impressed by Titanic Growth. I thought it was clunky in M13, and I think it's still clunky. I really prefer Giant Growth or Gather Carriage. But it is 4 damage, and that will be useful a lot of the time. Personally, I think I rate Runeclaw Bear over Titanic Growth in this format. Being able to block the Borderland Marauders and stuff, that's just great from a 2-drop. But I know I'm in the minority there, so therefore Titanic Growth is over Runeclaw Bear. Plummet, I think you could main deck a Plummet. I think I will do so. I haven't so far. But 3 colors have playable flyers, and you're very likely that your opponent plays one of them. It's only if he is then green-red, and you're green. So yeah, I think Plummet will find a place. Undergrowth Scavenger, it's a results-oriented card, because when you see it, it's huge. But when it's stuck in your opponent's hand and you're winning, you don't see it. And yeah, it needs to be a lot of stuff in the graveyard for this guy to be really good. So not impressed. Satyr Wayfinder though, also a creature that feels very useful, but his 1/1 body is very unimpressive. So unless you have a lot of siege worms and mana artifact creatures that you want to convoke out, not impressed with the Satyr Wayfinder. But it is a sheep, it fills out the curve. It is a sheep card that fills out the curve. So yeah, I'll play them more often than I should. I will try never ever to main deck a Carnivorous Moss Beast. If that is your 6-drop, you're in trouble. Verdant Haven also feels very good, but is not really very useful. 3 mana is a lot for a spell like this, so you have to be 3 colors and use this to power out your splashed bomb. And you have to need the extra mana to play 5 or 6 drops. A lot of them, and then you probably have other problems. I played a crazy in Garruk's Wake deck on my YouTube channel, and there I had 2 Verdant Haven. That helped a lot because I have double in Garruk's Wake, and I won every single game casting in Garruk's Wake. But yeah, I didn't do that, but I won 5 games casting in Garruk's Wake. That was sealed deck though. Hunter's Ambushed, don't get tricked by the fancy text. It's just a fog with upside, and you should play a creature instead. I do dream of main decking Naturalize. Maybe you could in this format, but I'm gonna let someone else tell me that before I try it. And Wine Weft. This card is amazing because it just doesn't do very much. And I would play a 19th land, probably a 20th land, and I would consider playing the 21st land over Wine Weft. Overall, the green commons are not that good, and if you're playing green, you're probably playing green because there are some rares or uncommons that you picked up. And yeah, next time we'll talk about black commons. Thank you for watching.